everybody, and welcome to the Fortress of Comic News, episode 191. I am one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the heavenly Mike.
Heavenly, he says.
Heavenly.
Oh, wow. That was a random generator, first try?
First try, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Usually it's like, it comes up with something completely utter garbage. But I'll take that. Yeah. Heavenly, huh?
It's okay. If I clicked it again, it would have been 2.
2, Mike? I don't know if that's good or bad. Is it like the number 2?
Yes, TWO. So that's a little strange.
My example of like the shitty ones it makes, I was gonna say it's probably gonna say like hot dog Mike or something, but I don't know.
I'm down with hot dog Mike.
Hot dog Mike. That should be a comic.
So I was on Pop XP 5 and Dime live stream this week. Hope everyone watched it. It was a lot of fun.
What was that?
Yeah, it was so 5 indie creators, 10 minutes to pimp your stuff, and we all sat around and talked and did some stuff. It was a good time. I was obviously the shittiest book of them all because they were all awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a lot of fun. Everybody should go check that out. Pop XP, some good guys over there.
That's pretty cool.
And there was a second Philly fan on there.
Oh God!
So I can confirm that there's at least 2 of us out there.
Years of searching. Years of searching, decades, and he has found one. That's why he has his Eagles Santa hat on.
That's Christmas time, man.
Because it is Christmas the 6th.
Yeah, I'm expecting snowballs to hit me any second now.
Yep. Chris is feeling very festive. I actually don't own a Santa hat, but I feel like I should now. I'm sure they make a cool comic book one somewhere.
Yeah, I have I bought kids ones years back for Star Wars.
Oh, I remember those. I think I remember those.
Yeah, they don't fit my giant head.
Yeah, they didn't. I remember they came out. When they came out, they were made for kids because I tried one on as well, and it was like it wouldn't fit.
Yeah, like fit on your ear.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I can't buy this. They're losing out on a whole generation of nerds.
Yeah,
you know what the hell?
I gotta look that up now. There's gotta be like a sweet that'd be good if you got like a DC one, like all collaged together, and then like I got a Marvel one, it was all collaged together.
I have a Star Wars Christmas sweater. Maybe I'll wear that next episode. Yeah. A little treat for everybody.
I have a nice Star Wars Christmas sweater too.
You do?
Yeah, all right. One of those button-up, what do they call them, cardigan sweaters.
That's way nicer than mine. Yeah. What the hell? I just have like a crew sweatshirt. What the hell? You got a fucking cardigan? What?
Oh, this is pretty legit. Yeah, it's real nice.
Oh my God, I've never seen you in a cardigan. I'm very intrigued. Next episode, we're gonna. You know what? Let's save the sweaters for the top 5 episode.
Okay, yeah, top 5 episode, ugly sweaters.
You heard it here. Well, I would never say a Star Wars sweatshirt is an ugly sweater, but a cardigan is pretty fucking ugly, so...
I'm pretty sure it's cardigan. I might be mistaken on the wording there, but...
Either way, it's a button-up sweater.
Yeah, it's like a button-up, it's not a sweater where I can just, it has almost like a neck to it, like a V to it, and it, buttons up, and, yeah, it's real nice.
Oh, either way, that's like a whole other... I don't know all classifications of sweaters, but... Yeah, I thought it was cool just like an ironed print on some shitty crew neck sweatshirt, but I guess yours is way more legit. What the hell? Anyways, no guests today, folks. It's just Chris and I rambling on until the new year, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to it in the news, but every week I keep saying that, hey, HBO Max, I haven't subscribed yet, but if you keep putting more and more shit.
You're going to be subscribing soon.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm going to be subscribing this week. That's for sure.
So I'm going to put out a 2020 challenge.
Yeah.
And I want everybody out there to hold me to this if we make it happen.
Oh.
So King in Black came out this week. And Marvel always does these, you can get something special with your book. Like DC did it with 3 Jokers. We got playing cards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with King in Black, they did temporary tattoos.
Oh, snap.
Right here.
That's actually really dope.
If Donny Cates comes on this show in 2021, I will get this image tattooed on my body for him.
Wow.
throwing the gauntlet down.
Wow.
That's how much I am dedicated to getting him on this show. Wow. This would be tattooed on my body.
I feel like I don't know if it's more motivation to get a tattoo on your body if he doesn't show up. That means like, oh, because King in Black can still suck, right? I'm just saying.
It could.
I'm just saying.
My only question is, do I get it as like a tramp stamp? Or is there a PC way of saying that? I don't know, but I mean, would that be the best? Like right above my ass crack?
I would just get it right on your ass. I don't see why. I think that's the only way Donnie Cates will appreciate it.
Yeah, and then when I go to a con and I see him, he has to sign my ass so I can get that tattooed.
I'm just thinking of the guy who like got a Batman Eternal tattoo. He's like, Batman Eternal issue 2 came out and he's got this fucking sleeve of like all the Batwing, you know, and all this shit like, oh, this is gonna be a great character arc for my favorite character, Batwing. And like, I remember Comic-Con that year, people were dressed up as like Batwing and all this shit, and it was awesome. And then it was like 50 issues later, it's like, oh, well, how much does a tattoo removal cost?
Well, that's like when the first person to get BB-8 tattooed on him. And I remember like Kevin Smith being like, that's really cool, but like, what if he ends up being Hitler bot?
He just becomes the bot that kills everyone. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure if you're a Star Wars fan, you probably won't care that much either way.
Yeah. That's my gauntlet for 2021.
Yeah, well,
so
you heard it
if
here.
The fans want this to happen, it's out there.
Yep, please. I'm sure we'll clip it and send it to him a bunch of times till he tells us to stop. With that, I guess we'll just jump into the news. This was a little bit of a surprise for me because I thought we were kind of done with the whole CW verse thing. I always forget that it's there. CW announced that director Ava DuVernay, this is the director that is working on the New Gods movie, which is supposedly still in works. She's working with DC to bring Naomi to television. And Naomi was that book how many years ago? Last year? 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think. 5-issue series.
Yeah, 5-issue series by Bendis. I never read it. I don't know if you read it, but I think it deals with multiverse stuff.
I think it takes place like in the Young Justice first or something.
Okay.
I think she doesn't pop up in that book, does she? Because you read it. Young Justice.
No, she's not in Naomi. No, Naomi, I don't remember a character in the Young Justice.
I remember people freaking out about it. I think I tried the first issue and it just wasn't for me.
It's probably along the lines of Prez, where it's like a teen book that's like a solid story.
It was part of the Wonder Comics line. So
okay, right.
The only thing I really enjoyed out of that line was Wonder Twins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people say that Young Justice was good, but I never read that. But it was part of that. People liked it. It went for a lot of money at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's about to pop back up.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we know she's a good director from the stuff she's done in the past, but I mean, the CW show, you know, TV show is a lot different than that, especially a TV show on CW. You know, there's like tiers of seriousness or like adaptation quality goodness, and it's like, you know, movie top tier, and then it's like TV show is okay, and then it's CW TV show.
Well, that's one of the things where like, okay, she's popped up. She's had a 5-issue series. I think she popped up in a team book at one point.
Yeah,
and that's it. Like, what do you really have to mine there?
Right.
Like, give her some time to like build her own mythos before. I mean, Miles is around for like almost 10 years before he finally got a movie.
Right.
And so that's my only thing there. If people like it, they like it. That's fine. But it seems like there's other characters you could have mined that had a little bit more than 5 issues.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe, you know.
Maybe that's why they want to use that character, because they have a lot of room to use her to like mend all the multiverse together or something. Who knows?
Yeah, completely change.
So we got some more announcements for the voice cast of the upcoming Invincible animated series.
Yeah.
Some interesting stuff. Ezra Miller playing D.A. Sinclair.
Interesting casting.
Yeah. So, I mean, D.A. Sinclair it's like I mean, Ezra has like got a young voice, right?
Yeah, like he
and D.A. is like
almost
an older
looks
man,
and
right?
sounds like a teenager.
Yeah, and D.A. is older. I mean, like an older man.
Yeah, like a balding, graying man.
Yeah. So that one was a little
strange
surprising.
choice. Yeah.
Marshala Ali's playing Titan.
Blade himself.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. He's a great actor.
Yep.
Right off the bat, though, 2 names that probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to be in for like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, with the whole COVID thing, it's probably really easy to get these jobs doing voice acting, you know, and just like making a check for a few grand. And
yeah, and Titan could be a one thing and done.
Yeah.
But D.A. Sinclair, like, that guy keeps popping up.
Right. That's a main character for all issues, pretty much. Nicole Byer as Vanessa and Fiona.
Okay. I don't know who it is.
Jeffrey Donovan as Machine Head.
Okay.
Jonathan Groff as Rick Sheridan.
Okay.
John Hamm as Steve.
That's another big name.
Yeah. Oh man. Jimon Hoinso as Martian Emperor. Don't know that name either.
Name I don't recognize, but then I popped up. He's in one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Oh.
But the names I don't recognize outside of the 3, Ezra, Ali, and Ham.
Yeah.
But the characters I recognize, and I'm down that all these characters are going to come to this show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we have like Martian Emperor, and then we have D.A. Sinclair. I didn't even realize like D.A. Sinclair, but it would make sense. This is more second season stuff, right? Like we might not see D.A. Sinclair until second season.
It could be that Ezra pops up at the end.
Yeah,
like it could be like kind of the stinger, if you will.
It's just weird that he's such a young voice. Like I still can't picture like.
It's a strange choice, but I mean, maybe Ezra has some voice acting chops that we don't know about.
Who knows, man? If he does, that'd be awesome. Like that'd be really cool.
Maybe he's a young Mark Hamill.
Oh man! Oh, and that going for like that style voice, yeah, because like that. I mean, if you think about it, like you watched, New Hope, and then they're like, oh, there's a Batman TV show coming out, and Mark Hamill's voicing the Joker. You're like, that whiny guy from the Star Wars is like, yeah, and he was young, right? But he makes a menacing Joker. So good, wow, good connection there. I like that.
Maybe we'll see. Either way, this TV show, man, I cannot wait for this to come out.
Please drop the. What is it? It's soon, right?
I don't know when it is. Let's go to the old Google machine.
Everything keeps getting delayed in this land of like limbo that we're living in. The fact that like. I think the fact that it's on like streaming services and stuff like that it's so readily and easily available that's why they can delay it so easily, because they're like, oh, it's okay, we can delay it 2 weeks because we're really not going to miss out on any money because we have subscribers already. You know what I mean?
It has a release date of 2021.
Yeah, but they gave us a trailer like over the summer. I remember that.
Yeah, I would think it's got to be at least spring.
But that's just it. It's a streaming service, so they can just tell you whatever they want,
Yeah. But the funniest part of this whole thing is, and this will not last much longer, but when you type in Invincible in Google, the first thing that pops up is that Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The football movie?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good movie, actually.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's about when the Seattle Seahawks, right? The
Eagles, when they did tryouts.
Yeah, the Eagles did tryouts, yeah. Wow.
Dude, I'm looking at a picture of this cast for the show, though. God damn.
Amazon's got a lot of money.
Young, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Oh my, it just doesn't end.
Yep. I mean, neither does the pockets of Amazon, honestly.
It's true.
Yep. Mandalorian talk. Okay, so the newest episode of Mandalorian came out. and I've said to people that I can't. It's the best show or best episode every week, and it's literally true. Like every episode this season has been the best episode so far. And I didn't think you could top Ahsoka dual lightsabers. You know what I mean? Like, how do you top that? Well, you get me old, grumpy, jacked Boba Fett laying down the smackdown with like a bow staff.
I love. There's oh man. So it's. I'm with you. Like, I thought the Ahsoka Tano episode was going to be the pinnacle of the season. Like, I figured, okay, this happens, everybody's excited, then we're gonna get like a few other things. We might get a moment that's really cool.
Right.
But this episode, like from start to finish, first like Grogu getting on the pedestal and like calling out to Jedi, was just like a cool effect and a cool moment.
Yep.
And then I remember like Slave 1 goes by, and I just looked at my girlfriend, I'm like, that was Slave 1.
Oh my god, that's what I said.
Slave 1's coming.
That's what I said to my girlfriend. I saw Slave 1. I'm like, oh my god. She's like, what is that? What? I'm like, this Boba Fett ship. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm glad we had the same reaction. Good to know.
Yeah.
I was like, who cares about Grogu? I'm like, it's a ship.
And then that whole sequence of Boba Fett like proves my point even further from last week that like this season has just been like setups for other TV shows, because that moment was like I waited for that Boba Fett moment from the moment I first saw him on screen. Like
everybody did,
that was the moment. And then second, I was just like, yep, that's them being like, Boba Fett's badass, and now we're gonna do his own TV show because fuck y'all, we know you're gonna watch it.
I know I just said this is the best episode so far, but also next episode they established that he's not leaving Mandalorian yet until they get Grogu back. So we're gonna get a whole episode of a team up where this was like maybe half an episode of a team up. So that the next episode might be the best episode.
Well, yeah, because at the end of this episode, he's like, I need to assemble the Avengers.
Yeah.
And he's already got Boba Fett, and I forget the woman's name. I apologize.
Yeah.
And then he's
the
going after
Gladiator.
Yeah, then he's going after Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Which, like, how did you get Bill Burr to do this second time? I
know.
It makes me happy. Right. It makes me so happy, but I don't know how they pulled it off. $10 says they go get both Katan and Sasha Banks.
Yep.
And then who knows? Maybe even they go back and say Ahsoka, like, we gotta get Grogu.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But still, like, it's just gonna be this badass crew that we saw for the past 2 seasons, and they're gonna go fight the Empire.
Yeah.
And then you know that when we get that last episode and they defeat Moff Gideon and Bo-Katan takes the Darksaber and declares that she's the leader of the Mandalorians, we're gonna get that Avengers 1 cutaway to Tarkin just being like, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yup. Grand Moff himself. Dude.
Or not Tarkin, I'm sorry.
Not Tarkin. The Kaboo guy.
Yeah.
Admiral Thrawn.
Thrawn, thank you.
Thrawn? Yeah. Yep.
Tarkin. I always get those two mixed up. Probably because of T's.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to get those red eyes and that blue face. He's just going to be like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And I'm just going to orgasm all over the place. Kids aren't allowed in the room when we watch that episode.
And then we're going to get like young Luke, I think.
That would be so great. Because, I hope they call up Mark and are like, listen, we got Sebastian. He wants to do the young Luke thing.
Yeah.
So that Mark can be like, good, do it.
Right.
And then just to bring because Sebastian's already in the Disney family, so it's easy. It's just like, dude, we'll give you more money for Falcon or Winter Soldier next time.
Right.
And bring him in to do it because he's such the perfect. There will never be a more perfect casting other than cloning Mark Hamill and creating a new one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Him playing young Luke Skywalker.
No, like why not? Like just give it to him.
That'd be so.
Great episode. One of the favorite parts about it was Boba Fett coming through the clouds and realizing the Empire is back because he hasn't left. Not Alderaan, Naboo or Tatooine. He hasn't left Tatooine just to follow Mando. He has. And the realization that the Empire is back, I was like, he's like, oh shit. And I think that gave him more of a reason to help Grogu as well. Like, it's not only, he has to honor his word, but
I think it's a combination of the two. Like, yeah, the honor his word is an excuse to do what he wants to do, which is ensure that the Empire is destroyed.
Yeah.
I fucking love this show. Love it so much.
So good. Movie news. So this is kind of crazy. WB announces all of their upcoming movies for 2021 will release their release day and date on HBO Max. So they're going to come out in the theaters. They're also going to come out on HBO Max, and they gave us the date for them.
Yeah. So this was originally going to be just Wonder Woman. Right. At the end of this month. Now it's all of 2021.
Yeah, so now we're talking Godzilla vs. King Kong, Matrix 4, Dune, Suicide Squad, all on HBO Max, day one, for no extra price.
HBO Max is about to make all of the money next year.
Yeah. Yes.
So they've already migrated all of the DC Universe originals over.
Yep.
They've already announced what's going to be blah, blah, blah. They still need to figure out what's coming from DC Universe and what's not, because I still haven't been able to find that answer as to, like, the old animated shows, like all the catalog stuff, where that's going. But assume that's coming over too.
It has to be, I would think.
Like, I'm sorry, Disney, you have to nut up now. Like, you have to go and put Black Widow on the service for free.
Right.
There's no other way around it. Like,
I did see Mulan is on there for free now, but it's a little late for that.
But that would have been the plan if Mulan went normally.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So they would have waited and then put it on there. You're right.
But I'm saying it needs to go, and you can't charge me $30 to watch it in my own home. Like, you need to put it on the service.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. But this, I'm so excited. That means I don't have to leave my house to watch Godzilla vs. King Kong. Or Dune. Or Polka Dot Man and His Amazing Friends. Or any of these movies. Like, there's so many other movies, too, that aren't nerd-related that look great for next year that they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Right. And, dude, I'm so glad I got a new TV last year, as I was saying. So This solidifies that come tax season, I need a new TV. Oh, yeah.
Because
70 inch or bust.
We're already on that verge of, like, the TV I bought, like, I don't know, 8-9 years ago is about to die.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting the itch. I'm like, well, now we need 4K.
Yeah, now I need 4K. It has to be surround sound. Like,
yeah, we might as well get a sound bar. We have the money now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so I'm pumped for that. I'll probably sign up, honestly, tonight. I was actually thinking about it. There's so much other... I mean, South Park's on there. That new show we keep talking about, Lovecraft County, that I want to watch. So
yeah, I want to watch that. There's another show on there that's... It's a spacefaring show, too, but it's like a comedy. It's almost like Titanic in space.
Orville? Is that it?
No, it's not Orville. It's like, I forget the name of it, but
okay. Huh.
But yeah, so all the HBO stuff's on there. There's so much great stuff on there. I love HBO Max.
You want to go back and disappoint yourself?
Or you could be like me and just stop.
There is a lot of people forget they're doing a Lord of the Rings TV show for HBO, or is that Amazon?
I think it's Amazon. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. But either way. Like,
yeah, but dude, like, if you really want to, I know it's kind of controversial, but like Big Bang Theory's on there,
right?
And they got great, like, what's the TV station they own? It's not
AB
or it is ABC. No, ABC's Disney.
Yep.
And then Peacock is NBC. Do they own Fox?
They own CW.
They own that too. Yeah.
I feel like they own TBS or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So they got like a bunch of like TV content. There's so much great stuff on there. All these streaming services are great, but I think that HBO Max just put themselves right at the top with this announcement.
Yeah. I mean, especially Wonder Woman coming out of the gates with that, like, bam.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that.
They got in
a few weeks now.
Right, they got everybody watching a movie on Christmas, which is usually Star Wars. It's usually Disney's job doing that, you know.
Yeah,
and they missed it, man. I think they could have put Black Widow on Christmas Day. They might still, you never know. Like, bam, like what if they just do it? No announcement, Black Widow Christmas Day.
That'd be cool.
DC Plus.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And what a big flex to DC too. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, because it's not like you're worried about ticket sales, right? You're not fighting over ticket sales. You're just like, bam, people are gonna have these streaming services. We could do that too.
Was last year Rise of Skywalker?
Yes.
So this is the first full calendar year we haven't had a Star Wars movie since the merger.
Yep. I actually have some Star Wars news, but it's for TV shows. It was a tweet that went out by like the city of Boston. I don't know if it's there's whenever top contracts get settled and stuff, they announce. So Disney has signed contracts for England or London and Boston to start filming Kenobi, the TV show. So they're starting filming January 4th in Boston. And I was like, man, if this whole COVID thing wasn't going on, I'd be driving around looking for...
You'd be the next T-shirt and jeans man?
Yeah. Be you looking for Ewan McGregor, like, can you say it? Say it. And he's like, hello there. And I'm like, yes! Say the thing! Yeah, that reminds me of when I saw Matt Damon at New York Comic Con. He said this thing of he was there for that Great Wall movie, and I actually like that movie. But anyways, he said that people still, when he walks down the street, only remember him from South Park and go Matt Damon, and that made me such a happy person just to know that Matt Damon's walking around in public and people still give him shit and go Matt Damon. So you gotta imagine people see Kenobi and they're like, hello there, you know. It has to, or I have the high ground, or they're down the sidewalk, like, hey, I have the high ground, or some shit like that.
There was actually so you know all about the High Republic stuff that's coming out next year, right?
Yes.
So there's a rumor going around that there's actually a High Republic TV show being made.
Oh. And
that it might be animated.
Huh.
That it might be when they're gonna make Bad Batch.
Yeah.
So I've been delving deep into some Star Wars rumors. There's a rumor going around now that Bad Batch, the entire point of that is going to be to show how Grogu was taken from the temple and brought into hiding.
Oh.
And then there's another rumor that after that show is done, they're going to start production on this High Republic TV show for animated. I'm just like, all these things sound great. 2021 is going to be awesome. Let's go.
I hope so. Yeah. Man, I really didn't want to buy another streaming service, but HBO Max, you got me. Comic book news. Also, even just the slight announcement that they're talking with Ben Affleck to come back as Batman, I'm like, whatever, I'll sign on for a few months of HBO Max just for that.
Would you see too? They very nonchalantly were just Justice League's only a few months away.
Yeah,
they said it nonchalantly in a tweet. Yeah. We're like, what? Yeah. What? How do you not have a release date down months ahead of time for something like that?
And that's what it is. And I was just kind of talking about this. Streaming services don't need to they can announce things a month before they come out, or 6 months before they come out, because they don't need to build up a fan base to go to the movies. They could look at their streaming service. They could see when their numbers are declining, maybe they're in a low month or something, and just be like, bam, hey, they're not ever going to tell us that Netflix and all those people don't have to report their numbers of subscribers, but they're just probably hey, we had a low month. We got this list of 250 things we can announce that are coming out in the next 2 years. You know what I mean? I don't know, announce Stranger Things season 3. There you go. That'll keep people on for another few months. It's there's probably a fucking list that they just close their eyes and pick at. It's I like to think that's how they do it. But.
Just the dartboard of great announcements.
They're yeah, Stranger Things 3. Oh yeah, there's that because they did Umbrella Academy season 3 just got it wasn't officially announced, but I think the actors posted it on their Instagram last month or something.
That's been Yeah, I didn't want to get too much into that because that's actually like very entrenched with that whole announcement with I'm not dead naming the man, but Ellen Page transitioning to Elliot Page.
Yes. Yep.
And then so that kind of got it like subtly got announced that like, oh yeah, by the way, Umbrella Academy season 3 is happening because Elliot Page is still going to play. What's the character's name? Is it Veronica?
Yeah,
I forget.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way,
like subtly announced through somebody's like coming out ceremony or or whatever they call it.
Yeah, which I don't know what was going to come first, but either way, like stuff like that, like there wasn't even a big announcement for it. You know what I mean? And
it always makes me laugh when it's like nonchalantly done, just like, oh yeah, by the way,
season 3. Yeah, like Stranger Things is coming soon. Season 3 is coming soon. I think it's like the January. I thought it was at the end of this year, end of December.
You get me further along in season 3.
No, or
you're mixing up Umbrella Academy. And...
maybe it's season 4. Maybe I got it mixed up. But I thought the new Stranger Things season is it is season 4. But
it's got to be soon, yeah.
All right, comic book news. This one's kind of interesting. Marvel announced that Chris Claremont is returning to do more Wolverine with a catch. The series will fall. The series is going to follow where Claremont and Frank Miller left off in the 80s with a new artist, Steve McNiven. Now for the catch, the story will be made available as a part of a Marvel Made program. The Marvel Made box is already out of stock, but is retailed for $199. Jesus Christ. Do people care about their run of Wolverine that much? They're going to pay $200 for a box for it? No, but do people love the fear of missing out? Yes, and they will pay $200 for a box like that.
So here's what I'll say. Because they did this with Days of Future Past, but I don't think they made a new story, and I think that's why this is kind of a big deal. These Marvel Made, if you look it up, it's on there right now. You can see it's out of stock and everything. But the collection that you get as a part of this, because there's a few like knickknacks you get too, is so nice. Like if this was Dark Knight Returns. Even without like the new story or whatever, I probably would consider getting the box. At the very least, consider it.
Yeah,
because it's like it's what I always jokingly call the Bible version. It's like gold plated and it's got the hardbound like leather. Front and everything, and it's got like original scans of original art from Miller when he was like designing stuff. It's if you're a super fan of that run and Chris Claremont, you already missed out. So I guess you're screwed. But
it sucks. But...
this is the box to get. That said, I still look at it. I'm like, $200. How much is an absolute?
$150. I think. I don't think it's $200.
So I mean.
Or not, I think they're 100. I think they're like 99 or 100 or something. I don't.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this comes with like some extra goodies too, like maybe a floppy version of this story and a few other things. So it's not like you're just getting the collected version, but so it's not an unheard of price point, but it is a little ridiculous.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. Deadpool is getting a manga series as part of the Marvel's collaboration with Shueisha, announced back in 2019. Deadpool Samurai will first release as part of Shonen Jump in early 2021. So that's pretty interesting. They're actually going to put it... Shonen Jump will be publishing it because Shonen Jump is like... I remember reading Shonen Jump magazine as a kid for Naruto and Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that stuff, so... interesting to see the world's crossover.
Yeah, I wonder if later on Marvel will publish it as floppies.
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
Because DC did that back in... I want to say it was 2005. No, that's too early. Must have been 2010-11 with a Batman series.
Yep.
It released in Shonen Jump or something like Shonen Jump, and then they did their own cut version of it, because I have the DC run of it.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's cool though, crossing over.
I think, on all honesty, all the listeners know how much I hate Deadpool, but Deadpool is the perfect crossover character for manga.
Oh yeah, I think so too. Yep.
He has the perfect sensibility. Yep. He has swords, so you can do Japanese stuff with it.
He's got swords.
Like, he's the perfect character for that style of art and that sensibility. So
yeah, you don't grab Iron Man in a manga.
It's a little bit tougher to do that, yeah. Like, give him manga eyes and be like...
Yeah, I'd be like, I have a drinking problem. DC has announced some new creative teams and books coming after Future State. Wonder Woman is going to... Which is weird, because like we thought Future State was going to be setting up some stuff, but it looks like Wonder Woman is going to resume in March with issues 770. Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad with artist Travis Moore. Suicide Squad's getting a makeover with Robbie Thompson and artist Eduardo Pensica. Peacemaker is going to lead the team. Peacemaker is going to lead the team, and there's said to be no Harley Quinn on the team. So, I mean, that's kind of confirmed what we thought. They're not canceling Suicide Squad; they're just revamping it because the movie's coming out. So they got to get you familiar with those characters, you know.
The Harley Quinn news is big because she's been on the team since New 52.
Right, yeah, that's insane.
But it makes complete... And also, like, she's in the movie, so it doesn't really make sense to cut her.
Yeah.
But also, it makes complete sense that Peacemaker... If you look at the team, it looks like the team from the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about time DC started doing this, because...
Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man's going to be in a book, Chris.
I can't remember if he's in this book or not. I gotta look that up now.
He's got to make an appearance. But... So finally, this is actually really exciting. Swamp Thing's getting its first ongoing series since the Snyder's New 52 run, which was great. I just don't think it sold a lot. Ram V and artist Mike Perkins are going to be the creative team on the book. Holy shit. That is something I'm going to be reading. I don't know about you, but...
Yeah, I'll check that out, because I always try to check out Swamp Thing, and I really like Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Perkins' art is going to be really good with it.
Perkins is a great artist. Ram V is hit or miss for me personally.
Yeah.
But I do love Swamp Thing.
Yeah. I'm happy they're trying it again. And maybe that means revisiting the show. Because like you said, DC should probably have a book out. And I don't think they, like this states, you know, Swamp Thing hasn't had something since New 52. How long ago was New 52? And then they're like, well, maybe we should have a Swamp Thing show when there's no fan base for this character. So maybe they're starting to realize things with this like Suicide Squad run and the movie coming out, you know?
So we've got on this team Peacemaker.
Yep.
I can't tell who those people are.
So no
kind of burying the lead here. There's a Talon on this team.
Oh.
When's the last time we saw a Talon? In mainstay DC.
Yeah, I was gonna say in Black Label, that's pretty much it. Not in like main continuity.
Because I just read Tales from the Dark Multiverse Hush.
Well, there's a future. Wasn't there a Future State book with Talon? Remember we talked about that?
Is there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So maybe there is some things coming out of. Maybe this is kind of what's coming out of Future State. Then I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I mean, there's also. I'm trying to look things up while I talk. So, but I wanted to point out too that all these teams are the teams working on the Future State books.
Yeah.
So, you're right. Maybe Future State has more to do with what's going on in current DC continuity and DC continuity moving forward than we know, or that they're really telling us right now. I don't know. I kind of was hoping that coming out of this, we would get a little bit of a revamp of DC in terms of like who's on what book and what creative teams are working, because I think we've had a lot of people stick around for a while, and I kind of like it when Marvel does this thing where every so often it's just like, all right, shuffle the deck.
Right.
And let's try to get some new voices and like new ideas flowing around. So hopefully that's what this is leading to.
Mm-hmm. I hope so too. And then the last piece of comic book news, a little different. Some hardcore Office fans are bringing the adventures of Jimmy Halpert to life over at Dunder Mifflin paper.com. You can pre-order a copy of the comic book right now. So, I mean, this is exciting if you're an Office fan. I mean, I'm an Office fan, but I don't know if I'm that excited to get into this book. But that's pretty cool that this is happening, you know?
Yeah, I gotta look this up because I looked it up the other day. And, hey, how did they get Dunder Mifflin Paper.com?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Because how is that? How is that website available, and what do they pay for it? You know.
But they've done a few other things.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry, my internet's being super slow right now. So this still is up for pre-order.
Yep.
And then they've done the Return of the Office, which is their like imagining of what the next season of the book or the series would be.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like Dwight coming back to take over the office. Mm-hmm. And they did like a Walking Dead homage cover, which I really like.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was almost thinking about picking that one up. And then they also did, I didn't see this last time I was in here, but there's a Threat Level Midnight.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
This is new. Okay. Breaking news.
Wow.
They also now have on the website, you can pre-order a copy of Threat Level Midnight.
Oh, my God.
That's fantastic.
Take my money. That's amazing.
So whoever's doing, like, I'm going to try to reach out to these people.
Yeah.
And get them on the show, because they're doing the Lord's work right here.
That's so funny that they're doing all that.
Yeah. It's... Wait, are you serious? Even on their website, if you go to like the team section, like our team, it's just the characters from The Office.
Wow.
Whoever's doing this is a super fan, and they get it. And
they just don't want to be known.
It's kind of cool. There's a let's see, we're doing this live, everybody. There's a contact section, but then once again, like it's designed to be like Dunder Mifflin.
We're like it's trolled right now.
The Dwight standard of customer service. Give us a drop or a line. We're open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. There's an email address called dundermifflinusa@gmail.com. And there's a phone number here. And then there's a map with all their headquarters. So where you can find branches and where you can find their corporate headquarters.
We're going to have to find out what happens when we call the number.
So... This is a career opportunities section. I got to go here.
Wow.
You can apply to be a paper salesman.
Wow. My dream can come true. This is way too immersive for me.
This is insane. Like I didn't go this far into the website.
You're just like, oh, there's
paper right here.
Really?
Yeah. I got some white card stock. You can buy Michael Scott Paper Company paper.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is real.
Collectibles. What kind of collectibles can I buy?
Maybe it's just paper mache.
This is all like we obviously have to vamp for time, everybody. So you can get stickers.
Stickers?
Yes, sticker sets. A crossword puzzle book.
Yeah, I'm okay. I got enough crosswords.
You can buy yourself a Dundee.
That's crazy. I guess I just didn't know the shop existed. It might just be a trademarked Office. Writers own it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I want to know further. I want to do like
I'll have to look into it.
Really dig deep into this because this is really like freaking me out that there's all this. But yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably check out some of their stuff.
I know. I didn't even know this was happening, so that's pretty cool. Comics. Did you read anything this week?
I did.
Oh, shit.
So, real quick, I talked to you off air, but for like local comic shop owner day or something, they gave them some books that they could sell, and I got myself a copy of Invincible #1. And it's a really cool homage cover to the original one. They just changed the background. And I don't have an Invincible #1, so I'm like, okay.
Yep, makes sense.
It'll help me go further and try to collect more of the series, and maybe one day we'll be successful, Mike, and I can buy an actual #1.
Yeah, there you go. I think I won't. I don't think I'll ever have 1 through 10. I think I need number 9 or something, and they're already like astronomically priced. I think I have like 1 through 8 or something, 1 through 7. But 2 and 3 are they're going up there. I tell you. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be rough, but one day we'll do it.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you this, but did I tell you Fiona Staples is doing art for Magic cards? I think I texted you about that.
Yeah, a while ago, I remember that conversation.
Yeah, so that's coming out soon. They announced like she's coming. That we're going to release her card soon. So I wonder if they're going to be like Saga nods. So I'm going to like pay attention to that because they came out. All the Magic fans are really pissed because they came out and said because they knew like the internet was hating on them that the Walking Dead cards they made were the highest selling cards, like highest selling product this year. And all the Magic fans are like, "Yeah, because they're like shitting."
Magic fans, people don't play the game.
Yeah, but Wizards of the Coast doesn't care. They're just like, "What? We're swimming in our bathtub full of money. We don't give a shit. We don't care if you actually play the game or not. We just want to sell cards." You know.
Actually, while we're on this, because I always forget to say this on the show.
Yeah,
and it kind of relates to what we do here. If anyone out there like is a fan of this kind of stuff, like Magic the Gathering and stuff, if you play a game called HeroClix, friend of the show, co-host of the Bat Friends podcast, has his own website, clicksnexus.com, and he's put a lot of work into it. You can literally search and find any dial in the game that has ever been made and like look up all this cool stuff. It's a really amazing website. Go check it out. If you like tabletop stuff, and especially if you like HeroClix, if you're a hardcore HeroClix fan, like this is the site for you.
For sure. There. Yeah. I've never gotten into it, but it is pretty cool.
I played it for a little while. It's fun.
All right, comics I read this week. Batman 104 was a little jarring because there's like 4 different artists on this issue. I'm guessing I kind of like got the idea they're using the different art for like different storylines, like past, present, future, whatever. Basically, Ghostmaker has Harley, Clown Hunter, and Batman trapped in Arkham right now, like tied to tables. Spoiler and Oracle and Dick Nightwing are looking for Batman. They kind of find out he's in Arkham. Basically, Ghostmaker has Clown Hunter free, and Harley Quinn is tied up, so he's like about to kill Harley. He's like, "Oh, what a great opportunity for me to finally kill her because, you know, she did all this shit with the Joker. The Joker killed my family, so I'm going to kill her." And that's kind of how the issue leaves off. Batman and Catwoman number 1.
A lot of things to say.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on. You know, Tom King, Clayman art. I mean, art is amazing. Clayman's art is so good. The story's kind of all over the place. It's the timeline's weird. There's no, and I made sure I went online and looked at what people are saying before I said something about this, but they keep jumping around. Excuse me, and they're not like giving us dates or times or anything.
They don't do a good job of telling like. After I read it and I went back through it, I kind of got that like that was Selina and she's talking to Joker, which is revealed at the end.
Right.
But they don't do a good job of like saying in the future and then not like they don't do a good job of really telling you which is which and where you are in the time stream with this, which I think is its biggest flaw.
Right. Yep.
Because it is confusing at first when you're listening to it or reading it.
But what I did like was, I mean, the story's about Andrea Beaumont, who we know is, help me out with the movie,
Phantasm,
Phantasm, Mask of the Phantasm. Thank you. So we know she's, you know, an old fling from Bruce, and we get like the future story of Catwoman going to see Bruce in like his beach home. This is like Kingdom Come-esque old heroes, like they've had families, blah, 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 they're reconnecting. There's a reveal at the end that Bruce is actually the Joker when he goes to hug her, and so like we don't know where old Bruce Wayne is.
No, I think that it's supposed to be the Joker. I took it as that's supposed to be the Joker, and Bruce is dead in the like.
Oh, okay. See, I thought the reveal was like, surprise, I'm the Joker, and he wasn't supposed to be the Joker. Maybe I read that wrong then. Okay.
Oh, that's how I read it.
Yeah, because the past, I guess she is hanging out with the Joker. I don't know. It's weird. So I guess this is a story of how like Catwoman betrayed Bruce or something. I don't really know.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I interpreted it right because the last few panels she goes to hug the old man and she says, "Now that he's passed, I finally get to kill you," and that's when his wig falls off and he starts laughing.
Okay, now it makes a lot of sense.
So I think it was always like Bruce wouldn't let her just kill him.
Right. Okay.
Like you should because he's a fucking murderer, Bruce.
Right.
There's so many things I love about this. They name drop Helena.
Yep.
Which I love, the Huntress. And also I realized that Tom King and me are the same person because he does the Lord's work in bringing back the Sewer King.
Oh yeah, Sewer King, man. That was pretty crazy.
Like, we've seen Sewer King, and I did the research because when this popped up on Bat Friends, he's been in one comic.
Yeah.
One comic. And so brings him back, and then the end like reveal is that it's the Phantasm, which we knew.
Right.
I mean, it was all over all the promo images, but other than like you said, if you get past and you go back through and kind of see like, okay, this is what the timeline is up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that issue, I really liked it.
Yeah. Yep. And there's a lot of cool stuff happening. Wonder Woman or War of the Gods, Dark Knight Multiverse story. I never read the original War of the Gods. I still got to go back and do that. But overall, the story was cool. You know, it's evil god takes over Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman kills a bunch of heroes, and then there's the idea that the old Greek gods don't have power anymore because people don't believe in them. So, like, this is when the new gods show up and take over, kind of. I mean, it was a good story. Those Dark Knight Multiverse stories are awesome. It's always a good time. So I really enjoyed it. The art was really good, too. And then I had one more. Strange Adventures number 7, Tom King, Mitch Gerards. So, did you read this one?
I'm way behind on that.
Okay. Basically, we get a flashback of Strange being like what he went through between the Picts and saving Ron. So the Picts like capture him and start torturing him. The way they torture him is send his mind like through the multiverse of like they like show his family being murdered in front of him, like all this crazy shit, and they basically like put him on all these acid trips to like make him go crazy. And this is like a flashback, but he breaks out and he snaps the torturer's neck like in front of the Picts, and I think that proves himself like worthy of like saving Ron. I guess we'll see in the next issue. But he also in the present tense, he confessed to his wife that he was the one who shot the guy whose head blows up in the beginning issue, and that he thinks he was a spy for the Picts, Pict spy, and that he thinks he's confirmed it now because there's an invasion happening. So he believes that the guy he shot, because he knew things about Ron and what had happened, that he could only be someone from that era or that planet. So I guess we're going to see what happens next issue with this info.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I had to read Red Atlantis too, but I didn't get to that book this week. So what did you have?
Didn't I read? It's not sitting here, but I know I read Red Atlantis. Oh, there it is, and it's really good. It's obviously a continuation of that story. Yep. We kind of get the backstory of like who this woman is and why she's important to the Soviet Union, and we kind of get who the big bad is and what his abilities are and how he made everything happen. So this was kind of like the first issue was this crazy thing happens and now this person's our main character. And this was kind of just, here's all the backstory and the players involved. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was done really well. I don't want to give away completely what like the big spoiler at the end was there, but I really liked this issue. And I mean, we got a great book here. I like it.
Yeah. Cool.
Thor number 10. This was kind of showing Donald Blake is not to be fucked with. Like, he takes down a lot of the Asgardian heroes with barely trying, and his whole plan is to take over Asgard and bring it crumbling down, because he no longer wants to be seen or known as just like a plaything or a thing that was created so that Thor could like take a break or whatever. Like, he's going to be his own man. And then at the end of the book, we see him coming back to Earth. He's cleaned up his image and goes and sees Jane Foster.
Okay.
And is like, I'm going to do something here, something bad, because I'm bad man. But it was a good issue.
Cool.
Most important book of the week, M.O.D.O.K Head Games #1.
Oh, man.
So, I love this issue. This issue is M.O.D.O.K is an AIM or on a mission, and he is talking about how like he's M.O.D.O.K, he's the most superior being on all the planet.
Of course.
And he doesn't dream because his brain is too powerful. And then it's revealed that he's dreaming this whole time.
Oh my God.
And then he comes back and he realizes he fucked up the whole mission.
Oh,
but then
my God.
they're in the board of directors room and people are like, M.O.D.O.K, there's something wrong. We need to fix you and everything. And by fix, they mean kill. Mm-hmm. And so he literally sits there and he, with his mind, goes on the internet, blows up a whole bunch of computers from this computer company. It's Apple. Yeah. And then buys out their competitor and then triples the stock, sells it, and makes all the money they lost back. And he's just like, I just did all that in 15 minutes. What have all you done the past year? Because he's fucking M.O.D.O.K.
That's awesome.
But he slowly starts to realize like there is something wrong. There's something being corrupted in his brain and he doesn't know what's going on. And then all of AIM decides like we need to do something about M.O.D.O.K. Like he's not right. So there's this great attack sequence where he's going back and forth. They bring him down, like they show this area of AIM headquarters where he's just been working, trying to recreate all these weapons that different heroes and villains have used. So he like pops up with an Ant-Man helmet and the claw fist and all this stuff. Nice. It's hilarious. And then in the end, so the images he's having are similar to the TV show. So I think that's how they're kind of connecting it, is that what's happening in the TV show is kind of these dreams he's having.
Cool.
And in the end, he goes and he finds the one person who he thinks can help him, the next smartest person on the planet. And of course, it's Tony Stark.
Oh, boy.
I love this book. I'm so happy it exists. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I might even have to read it. I'm kind of interested now, too. It sounds great.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of action. There's some good little quips in there. It's a quick book. I really liked it.
Cool.
Then the last book I read this week was King in Black #1.
There it is.
Another book I absolutely loved. So Noel gets here, and we get kind of this whole battle sequence. It was everybody's been preparing, everybody's ready, and we're gonna fight them. And they realize that they can't win. And how they realize it is when the dragons come down, they fight them and they start to slowly like just get rid of them, and they think they're gonna win. And then Noel's just like, "Here's some venomized Celestials for you."
Oh boy!
And that's when Cap just stands back and goes like, "We need to retreat and rethink our whole process here."
Mm-hmm.
And then Venom says, "Okay, he wants me, so I can buy time by giving myself up and giving you guys a chance to try to salvage everything that's happened." And when he comes to Noel and says, like, "I'm here, I'm who you want," Noel just laughs and goes, "You're not the one I want. I want Dylan, your son."
Oh.
And that was kind of the big thing at the end, was then he's just like, "Oh shit." And Noel just drops him down, like rips his symbiote off and just throws Eddie Blake down on top of a building.
Huh.
And so that's how it ends. But it's awesome. If you've been reading Venom this whole time, this book is going to resonate with you the way it resonated with me. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was great. If you have not been reading Venom and you have no clue what's going on here with Null and all the symbiote shit, I feel like this is going to drop like a bag of shit. Like, it's not going to make any sense to you. You don't really know what's going on.
Right.
So as a continuation to Venom's story, I really love this book, and I really think that Johnny just is nailing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more of that story with the rest of the Marvel Universe involved.
Awesome.
I'm so excited for this series to continue on.
Cool.
That's all I had.
I mean, Venom Celestial sounds pretty awesome, so I might even check that out too, I think.
It was, like that moment too when they're just like, they think they got it and they're almost there. And like, there's even a cocky moment of Iron Man. He sets up all these, they kind of connect it to the what happened in Empire.
Yep.
Where he's like, I still have all these like Kree and Skrull ships up there that I've just like set up with explosives. And so when the dragons start to come, he sets them off and blows them all up.
Yeah.
And he's like, haha, I saved the world.
Right.
And then they look up and there's like, Tony, like, yeah, you killed some of them.
Right, yeah.
Here comes more.
Yep. That's awesome.
Really Such cool. a good book. Yeah, I really loved it. If you're not reading Venom, read Venom.
Cool.
But that's all I had. Mike, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Fortress Ricker on Twitter. Where can they find you and or the show, Chris?
They can find me at Fortress Chris on Twitter or chrisrunt.com. You can find the show at fortresscomicnews.com. And remember, everybody, if you're listening to us, give us 5 stars on whatever podcatcher you use. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below on the YouTube. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the show, remember, there's always patreon.com/fortresscomicnews or the Amazon banner at the top of our website. Thank you so much all for listening. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Do, 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 do.